Hello, my name is Jackie and I teach English with TakeLessons. In this video, we'll talk about several ways to improve your pronunciation and sound more natural when speaking English. You'll learn the rules for consonants and we'll discuss the most common pronunciation mistakes for beginners. So stay tuned and don't forget to click the link below to check out our free online English classes. I have 3 recommendations for how to improve pronunciation for beginning English learners. The first way is to practice muscle memory. This involves moving your mouth, the muscles of your mouth, including your cheeks, your jaw, and your tongue in the correct form for making the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds. This way, your muscles will remember, and by muscles meaning you, will remember exactly how it should feel when you pronounce a word correctly. The second recommendation is to practice listening to audio. That can be a video, that could be a podcast, that could be watching a movie or a TV show. Pressing pause when you hear a word or a phrase that you would really like to practice. Then replaying this and practicing along with the person speaking. The more you practice, the more you will remember how to pronounce the word correctly. Practice speaking with a native English speaker. For instance, you could ask your friend to correct you when you mispronounce a word. This is really good, especially if they have the patience and they can practice pronouncing the word with you. Basically, with these recommendations, the more you practice, the more you listen to a native American English speaker, the better you'll get with improving your pronunciation. Consonants are sounds that are made with the mouth closed. There are 21 consonants. However, in American English pronunciation, there are 24 consonant sounds. The consonant that is consistently most difficult for English learners is the American R. It doesn't matter if the English learner comes from Germany, from Latin America, from France, or from East Asia, almost everybody has difficulty with the American R. So let's learn how to pronounce it correctly. To make this sound, the movement is entirely in the lips. R, R. You actually round out the lips a little bit and then you kind of push them together. Almost like you're going to make a kiss, but much looser in this way. R, R. We can also look at it from the side. R, R. Okay, let's practice the word red. Red, red. Now let's practice the word radio. Radio, radio. Now let's practice a word that actually has 2 R sounds. Don't be worried, I know you can do this one. Referee, referee. For words that have the R sound at the end of the word, the R sound is actually more relaxed. Let's look at the word father. Father, father. You can see my lips aren't moving quite as exaggeratedly. Father, father. Let's also look at the word car. Car, car. The G consonant has 2 sounds, the hard G, G, and the soft G, J. Let's practice the word go. Go, go. Now let's practice the word golf. Golf, golf. I put my fingers to my vocal cords so that I can feel them vibrate. Then I know I'm making the hard G sound. Go, golf. Soft sounds are made using one continuing breath. The soft G sound, J, can sometimes, but not always, be found before the vowels E, I, and sometimes Y. Now let's practice two words that are spelled alike. For example, there's angle and angel. Can you hear the difference in the G sound? Angle has a hard G and angel has a soft G. Like the G consonant, the C consonant has two sounds, the hard C, k, and the soft C, s. The hard C sounds like a k or a k, k, k. You use a short, sharp breath to make the k sound, k. You actually can feel your breath maybe on your bottom lip, k, k. Let's try the word call, call, call. Now let's try the word candy, candy, k, candy. The soft C sound sounds like an S. Think of it as a snake hissing. S, s. In this case, there's a clear pattern as to when you pronounce a C consonant as a soft C. If the letter that follows a C is an E or a Y, then the C is pronounced as a soft C. Like I explained before, the soft C sounds like a snake hissing. Kind of think of making like a smile from Joker and the Batman. S, s. Let's practice the word city, city, city. Now let's practice celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Let's try a word that has both a soft C and a hard C. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Now let's try a word that has the two C consonants together, but one is a hard C and the other one is a soft C. Success, success, success. The Y consonant sound, y, is very difficult for native Spanish speakers. Y, y. The Y sound is best practiced in an exaggerated way so that you can remember how your muscles feel when you pronounce it. So let's practice using our hands. When you make the y sound, your sides of your cheeks should actually cave in a little bit. So let's try this together. Y, y. Can you see my fingers moving in? Y, y. So there's only a little bit of movement with your tongue when you do the y sound. Your tongue will actually go to the roof of your mouth, and like I said before, your cheeks will cave in. Let's try this together. Y, y, y. If you drop your jaw in an exaggerated way, you'll really clearly feel the difference in your mouth when you make the y sound. Y. Okay, let's practice saying yes, 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 yes. Now let's practice yellow, 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 yellow. Now let's practice kayak, 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 kayak. The L consonant sound is particularly difficult for English learners from East Asia. There are two L sounds, the light L and the dark L. The light L comes before vowels. The L sound is L, L, L. This actually, once you've practiced where your tongue should go in your mouth when you pronounce this, will become easier and easier the more you practice. Actually, your tongue should go on the roof of your mouth, but behind your teeth, so that you should feel the ridge or a small bump behind your teeth. L, L, L. Your tongue can either stay inside or can come out just a little bit, but you'll definitely feel the top of the back of your teeth. L, L. Let's practice saying like, like, like. Now let's practice late, late, late. The dark L comes after vowels. For example, let's look at the word deal, D-E-A-L. The L comes after the E and the A, so it's a dark L. Let's try pronouncing it. Deal, deal. In this case, the dark L is slightly more exaggerated than the light L. L, deal, deal. Consonant blends, which are also called consonant clusters, are a group of 2 or 3 consonants that form together to make a distinct consonant sound. Examples of consonant blends are GR, that makes the sound gr, PH, which makes the sound f, SH, which makes the sound sh, TH, which makes the sound th, and CH, which makes the sound ch. The consonant blend that is the most difficult for English learners is the TH consonant blend. TH actually makes 2 distinct sounds. There's the voiced, the, and unvoiced, th. The voiced the sound is found in words like these, those, and father. The words thought, birthday, and month contain the unvoiced th sound. To pronounce both of the TH sounds correctly, you need to actually put your tongue in between your teeth. You may feel self-conscious when you do this. However, the more you practice, the more you'll remember how it's supposed to feel and then sound correctly when you pronounce a word. Let's try the voiced the sound first. The voiced the sound will actually vibrate your tongue. Let's try. The. If you see, I'm actually putting my tongue out a little bit and then not exactly clamping down, but putting a little bit of pressure with my teeth in order to vibrate my tongue and make the sound. Let's look at this from the side. The unvoiced the sound also has your tongue coming out, but your tongue isn't touching your teeth, so you don't make a vibration sound. The. Consonant blends with R can be very difficult for English learners because of the American R sound. Let's look at the BR consonant blend. In this case, the tongue doesn't move, so the lips do all of the work. Bruh, 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 bruh. The B rolls right into the R, making the B and the R into bruh. Practice saying that individually. B and R forms bruh. Now let's try pronouncing words with the bruh consonant blend. Breakfast, breakfast, bruh, breakfast. Bring, bring, bruh, bring. Syllables are how speech sounds are organized. They contain a vowel sound and may or may not contain a consonant. One is 1 syllable. Lucky has 2 syllables. Forever has 3 syllables. Emotional has 4 syllables. In English, the average number of syllables per word is 1.2. There are 2 types of syllables, stressed and unstressed. Stressed syllables are typically longer in duration, higher in pitch, and louder than unstressed syllables. Let's look at 2 words that look similar but have 2 complete different meanings. The difference is in where the stress lies. Dessert, desert, dessert, desert. Can you hear which syllable I'm stressing most in dessert and in desert, dessert, desert. With most words with 2 syllables, the stress is in the first syllable. Water, open, hello. However, there are exceptions to this rule. Verbs have the second syllable stressed. Occur, donate. Some words are both nouns and verbs. They're spelled exactly the same. However, with nouns, the stress is in the first syllable, and verbs, the stress is in the second syllable. Let's look at the word present. Present is a noun. Present is a verb. Let's look at permit. Permit is a noun. Permit is a verb. My intonation goes up when I say the verb, permit. What do you think is the hardest part of pronunciation? Leave a comment and let us know. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with more helpful English tutorials.